my new National League divisions. It doesn't really make sense because it's pretty tough to realign these, but here's what I got. I got the East. I got the Nationals, the Marlins, the Mets, and the Phillies. I couldn't separate the Nationals, Mets, and Phillies out of that division. You had to keep those in there. In the Central, you got the Braves, the Cubs, the Cardinals, and the Rockies. I know the Rockies are a little further west, but that's probably all I could really work out with this. But at least you keep the Cub and the Cardinal rivalry together. And then in the West, I have the Dodgers, the D-backs, the Padres, and the Giants. That absolutely makes sense in that division. And then in your new division, you got the National League North, where you got the Brewers, the Reds, the Pirates, and then I would say the new Montreal franchise. So, chances of Montreal getting the expansion franchise, I would say, would be around 75%. And I would say out of these three teams, it's going to be Montreal and it's going to be Charlotte. I'm saying that the expansion will happen in Major League Baseball, and it will happen by 2020. One other question I just got in through Twitter from Michael. He's asking, what are your thoughts on other candidates city-wise? So a couple other cities I heard of were Vancouver, San Antonio, and of course Las Vegas. First of all, Las Vegas, let me stop you there. They're already getting hockey. They are already getting an NFL team. Let's not go too fast with Vegas right now. Let's get their fan bases supporting these two teams before you go there and throw another team their way too. There's a lot going on in Vegas other than sports. So I think, Vegas is going to be a major sports market down the road. But right now you gave them two teams. Let's just keep it at that. I don't see Vegas getting a team. Vancouver, I don't see it, man. I just don't see it. You stick a team out there in the middle of Western Canada with your closest rival as Seattle. Seattle already, feels left out being up there in the Northwest with all their rivals. Now you're going to throw Vancouver all the way up there too, and the travel times. I don't see Vancouver, though, Vancouver is a big market. There's a lot of people living in Vancouver, and I would see, they had the NBA up there, and it didn't really work out because a lot of players didn't want to go up and play there. That's one of the reasons I really think that Vancouver, left for Memphis, is because, they were losing their star players and fans weren't showing up, and they decided just to get out of there. So I don't really see Vancouver. San Antonio, you already got, the Astros and you got the Rangers. Putting a third team in the state just doesn't make sense. So I think, Manfred is right on the ball here with these three expansion cities he mentioned. And like I said, out of the three, I think it's going to be Charlotte and Montreal getting the franchises by at least 2020. And thanks for that question, by the way, Michael. I appreciate it. And thanks for the follow on Twitter. And my Twitter handle, by the way, is @215WFAN if you want to follow us. And finally, one thing we were talking about, what is the cost going to be for the franchise? And I've heard some people say $1 billion. I don't know. I don't see it. That's a lot of money, especially, baseball being in sort of the decline right now with the millennials, football overtaking baseball right now. And, I heard even NBA and hockey is getting a little bit more popular with baseball sliding. The baseball's an old sport. It's, it's my father's sport, it's your father's sport. So TV ratings are down. I heard rumors that ESPN might not renew their package too. So, maybe Fox will take over the whole sports package. I heard rumors that ESPN's trying to get hockey back, but NBC Sports has got a sort of a stranglehold on hockey. So we'll see about that. But I'm looking at between $500 and $750 million for the tag. I would say $750 million for the tag, to get a expansion franchise. So that's my show. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Just a reminder, WFAN 21.5 Sports Talk Radio, that our full broadcasts shows schedule is going to be launched on August 1st. And Monday through Friday, we already got some set shows that we're going to do every week. You can see the schedule on my Twitter page. I will repost the schedule again today. But on Mondays, I'll just tell you a little bit about each show. Mondays, we're going to do weekend wrap up. Sort of discuss sports that happened over the weekend and sports that are going to be going on throughout the rest of the week. Tuesday, it's going to be a sports town hall Q&A. And what that's going to be a show where I'm just going to answer questions that you send me through Twitter. Just inbox me, and I don't care how many messages I get, I will answer every question that comes my way. I don't care what sport it is. I will answer your question. I will recognize you on the radio, and just send your questions my way. That'll be every Tuesday, the Sports Town Hall Q&A. Wednesdays, we're going to be talking about fantasy football. We're getting closer to football season. I'm a big fantasy football fanatic, so we always like to talk about that. And then Thursdays, we're going to talk about off the ice. Even though it's not hockey season right now, but we'll share our thoughts on the upcoming season in NHL. I know there's some hockey fans out there that still want to talk hockey. It's in the middle of the summer. It is hot as crap out there. I could barely breathe. I live in South Carolina, and the humidity is just outrageous. But I'm still going to talk about hockey. Maybe it'll just cool me off just a little bit talking about hockey. And then Friday, Southern Sportsbook. We'll be going over all the games, the big games for pro football and college football that weekend. We'll look at the lines and we'll make our picks. And I want to get your feedback too. Let's make some money this year. My bookie, he took a hit for me last year. I had a pretty good year last year. First year I think I ever betted with my bookie. That came out in the plus. It wasn't much, but at least I didn't owe him anything. So I love talking about that. Excuse me. So again, thanks for tuning in to episode 2, Major League Expansion. Let's see what happens with this, and thanks for tuning in to WFAN 21.5. I'm your host, Nicky Fu. We will see you next time.